Alrighty, what's up everybody? Peter Gilmore here on this Wednesday night. Back at you again with another video right here on the Peter Gilmore YouTube wrestling page. YouTube.com/Peter Gilmore. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video, hit that subscribe button down below, and subscribe to all my other channels, which are down below in the description box. Follow me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, and share this video all over the internet. And don't forget to tap that bell and turn on all my notifications so you never ever miss an upload. Do it now. Hopefully I'm not lagging, and if I am, I apologize. Old ancient fucking computer. It is what it is. That's what I gotta say about that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, on this Wednesday night, February the 3rd, 2021. I haven't done this on a Wednesday night, but as always on Wednesday nights, it is time for your time, ladies and gentlemen. Get ready, because it is time for your late night AEW Dynamite Beach Break 2021 review for February the 3rd, 2021 from Daly's Place in Jacksonville, Florida. Oh, a night for AEW. Oh my God, I am still marking out from the ending to this fucking show. I am still marking out. I couldn't believe what I saw at the end of tonight's show. This was probably one of AEW's best shows of 2021 so far. Great show. It had its kind of like was but everything I think from start to finish was pretty damn good, as it always is on Wednesday night, because it's the best thing on Wednesday nights. And not to say NXT wasn't bad, because NXT tonight was pretty good with the NXT debut of the rated R superstar Edge, who had a lot to do on the show tonight, getting involved with Finn Balor, the NXT champion, and his number one contender, Pete fucking Dunne, got involved in that, saying that I never had this, pointing to the NXT title. So everybody on freaking Twitter and Instagram and social media went completely nuts, thinking we're gonna see Edge and Finn Balor for the NXT title at WrestleMania. I don't know. You know, to be honest, if Edge and Finn Balor had a match at WrestleMania, that would be 10 times better, but not even 10, a million times better than Edge and Roman Reigns for the Universal title. I'm just saying. It'll be 1 million times better than that fucking shit. So, Edge, if I was you, Adam Copeland, if I was you, I would not even sniff Roman Reigns. I know you're going to be on SmackDown this Friday night. That's a given. But please, for the love of God, do not face Roman Reigns. The logical choice is Drew McIntyre. But even better, a dream match would be Finn Balor. And who knows? And, Edge might be on NXT in the next coming weeks, leading up to WrestleMania. Oh, man, imagine Edge and Adam Cole, baby. Ooh. That would be good. I know Adam Cole gets ass kicked, but, Edge versus Tommaso Ciampa. Edge versus Timothy Thatcher. And who knows, what will happen tonight? Edge versus Killer Cross? But anyway, talk about NXT, but I'll get to NXT maybe tomorrow. But let's talk about AEW tonight. And like I said, fucking amazing show. They brought their Beach Break show, basically their Bash at the Beach, which was last year, to the masses. Now, this was supposed to happen last week, but due to the death of Brody Lee, they pushed everything kind of forward a little bit. So we get this tonight, and pretty good show. I mean, we didn't see any, hot freaking ladies in bikinis, but, it is what it is. That's all I got to say about that. but still a great show from top to bottom. We had the tag team battle royal to see who faces the Bucks at Revolution on March the 7th. And the Bucks were in it. If the Bucks won, they get to handpick their opponents. So we got that. We also had the wedding of Kip Sabian and Penelope Ford, with the best man Miro, and Charles Taylor, the butler, which, as we all know, with weddings, ended in disaster. But anyway, looking at Penelope Ford in that dress tonight. Whoo, good lord, Kip Sabian, you lucky fucking bastard, hitting that shit. Ooh, good lord. Penelope saying that Kip Sabian has a big. Is it bigger than Adam Page? Not that I know, but I'm just saying. Not bigger than mine, but I digress. So we had the wedding. We also had Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, baby, taking on, well, not her, but Thunder Rosa. Pretty good match. We actually heard from the original Black Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, talking about Cupcake Cody and Red Velvet, as he called her, pumpkin pie, whatever her name is. Basically talking about Cody's challenge from last week to a mixed tag team match, which I thought was going to be at Revolution, which would have been a logical choice, but that's not going to happen. But I'll talk about that in a little bit. So we hear from Black Diesel Shaq. So that's pretty. That was good. We also had a lumberjack match between Eddie Kingston and Lance Archer with his manager Jake Roberts at ringside. So I had all that. How that came about. What else we have? And the main event with 2/3 of the Death Triangle, Pac and Ray Phoenix teaming up with John Moxley in a 6-man tag, going up against what do you call it, the Super Elite, as they call them. I guess they call them the Super Elite Bullet Club of the Good Brothers, the Impact World Tag Team Champions, Gallows and Anderson, teaming up with the AEW World Heavyweight Champion Kenny Omega. And what came of that, and which was a great match. The ending was, I think the portal of doom has opened. Well, not completely open, but what I kind of, I didn't really call it, but I think with these three, these three big, not big, one of them is not a big company, but these three companies kind of merging. Oh boy, Vince, you're fucked. Vince, you're a fuck, man. You are fucked. And I'm not saying that because I'm an AEW mark, because I'm not. I'm a wrestling fan. I'm a fan. I'm not a mark. I'm a fan. Been a fan since 1978, motherfuckers. So don't call me a mark, okay? Sure, I'll praise Adam Cole, baby, till the cows come home, until his career is over. Sure, I'll praise Kevin Steen and Shinsuke Nakamura and all the guys that came from Ring of Honor and New Japan Pro Wrestling. And the old timers like Dallas Page, the man who stole my move, next to Randy Orton. And Hulk Hogan brother and Macho Man Randy Savage. I am not a mark. So go fuck yourself. And that's all I gotta say about that. All right. And that's it. So thank you for coming on to the show. Chat room's open if you want to chat about tonight's AEW beach break. If you want to talk a little about NXT and what might happen on Friday Night SmackDown, we can talk about that, or anything else in the world of wrestling. And that's all I gotta say about that. So let's get into it. Let's not waste any time because I want to watch some more TV and then go to bed. Because I got the doctor in the morning, so and my final day off before I go back to work on Friday. Got a pretty big weekend this weekend. Not me personally, but this weekend's pretty big. We got the Super Bowl 55 between the Chiefs and the Buccaneers. Should be interesting. The game, I'm not talking about the halftime show, because the halftime show nobody's going to watch. And most of the commercials nobody's going to watch. So, going to be a boring, it might be a good Super Bowl, but we'll see. As long as Brady wins. Because nobody wants to see the Chiefs win, especially if you're a Niners fan. You do not want to see Mahomes and the Chiefs win back-to-back Super Bowls. So, as much as we hate Brady, because he's the GOAT, root for the Buccaneers to win, I believe, their first Super Bowl. And Brady getting his 7th ring. So, we'll see. And that's my early, I gave you a spoiler for TGC 186. My Super Bowl predictions, which I'll probably do, if I don't work on Sunday, I would do my predictions the morning or the early afternoon before the game. So, check that out. And that's pretty much it. All right. So, big weekend ahead of us. First weekend of February. We might get more snow this weekend. Hopefully not. Getting rain on Friday, so most of a little bit of this 20-inch blizzard that we got the last couple of days. Some of it will melt, not all of it, because that probably won't happen until March. And if we get another snowstorm, probably won't be till May. April or May before all this snow goes bye-bye. Sucks to live in the Northeast, doesn't it? That's why I'm getting the fuck out of here pretty soon. Moving to hurricane country, which is Florida. So I have to deal with hurricanes and lightning and freaking iguanas. I mean, I've been, if you've been to Florida, you know the size of those fucking things. Good Lord. Scare the crap out of you if you're near a pool. If you live in an apartment complex that has a pool, like, away from the apartments, and you go to the pool and you see an iguana bigger than your penis, good Lord. That's all I got to say about that. All right. Let's get to AEW Beach Break. Let's not waste any more time. All right. Notes set up. All right. We start off the night with the humongous the tag team battle royal for the #1 contendership to the AEW tag team titles, which the Young Bucks have. And like I said, if the Bucks win this match, they can pick their opponent. So before we get to the match, we find out that FTR, Dax Hardwood and Cash Wheeler got suspended. Well, I'm not going to quote it, but they got suspended for what they did last week. Just saw us in Jungle Boy. So they were going to be in it. They were a heavy favorite to win it, but Tony Khan suspended them for what they did, and they were replaced by John Silver and Alex Reynolds, the Beaver Boys of the Dark Order. So we get that, and then near the start of the match, we get a little promo from our good buddy, former Van Halen singer. Say it with me now, Sammy Hagar. Basically praising and wishing Sammy Guevara and Jake Hager, otherwise known as Sammy Hager, luck in the match, and actually saying that they were going to be the new AEW World Tag Team Champions. We'll see. So we get to the match. Match was all over the place. I'm going to do my best to get everything, to get every little nook and cranny into this match. So we had the Beaver Boys, John Silver and Alex Reynolds, the Young Bucks, and Matt and Nick Jackson, Top Flight, Darius and Dante Miller. I believe his name is Dante Miller. We had Private Park Order. We had Jurassic Express of Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy. Without that little gay runt, Marco Stunt. And I'm saying gay because of Sammy Guevara's vlog. If you've seen his last vlog. Yeah. So we also had the Inner Circle involved, Jericho and MJF, and Santana Ortiz, LAX. And we also had the Acclaimed, Anthony Bowen and Max Caster. So this was all over the place. So so everybody, most of the teams were. Let me just change my position. That's what she said. Most of the teams were out at ringside, and then the Inner Circle come out. And sadly, we didn't hear Judas. At least I don't think we did. But you know, they came out to Jericho and MJF's theme song. MJF's theme song, you know, mixed in with that crap, and that's that. So they come out, and then the Young Bucks come out, the AEW World Tag Team Champions. They do a pose. And then they fly off the stage with dual flip dives, knocking out just about everybody. Then they say Dante Miller in the ring. They in comes Private Party. They get super kicked by the Bucks. And then LAX comes in, and then everybody else came in, and they start fighting. And then right away, Jake Hager eliminates Alex Reynolds. And I thought when one member of the team gets eliminated, the entire team gets eliminated, but that wasn't the case. Both members of the team has to be eliminated, so that made it more interesting. So Alex, say that name 5 times fast, gets eliminated first. Stu Grayson comes in, trying to get revenge, and then out of nowhere, they were beating up. They were trying to get Jake Hager eliminated, and John Silver comes out of nowhere, eliminates Jake Hager. Hager got pissed, hops on the apron, and then starts beating the crap out of Stu Grayson. And then referees had to freaking hold him back, and poor Rick Knox almost got his ass handed to him. God, it is what it is. And then Santana hits a back body drop to Matt Jackson. I don't know. And then commentary kind of forgot the rules. I don't know. It is what it is. JR, Excalibur, and Tony Schiavone, Tony Baloney, whatever you want to call him. I think they kind of went completely nuts. I thought someone was coming out of the room, but it is what it is. And then Anthony Bowens gets eliminated by Jericho and MJF. And then Luchasaurus takes them out. Hits a tail whip to Private Party. Then Santana hits a headbutt to Ortiz. And then Luchasaurus didn't have his horns because they were cut off by FTR last week. So he had a different kind of mask. So we'll get that. And he's cleaning house. And Nick flies off the rope, and then gets goozled by Luchasaurus. Choke slams him on a somebody. And then Stu Grayson comes in, hits a backflip and some kicks, but he can't get Luchasaurus out over the top rope. So Luchasaurus tosses him. Grayson holds onto the ropes. Luchasaurus tries to eliminate him. Knocks the head, tries to suplex Luchasaurus to the outside, but Lucha stops him. He goozles him. And Bowens got eliminated, but he didn't get eliminated. Sorry about that. I got that wrong. I put Owens gets eliminated, but anyway, Bowens gets choke slammed, and then Stu Grayson sadly eliminated. But Evil Uno and John Silver come from behind to kind of save him. Well, they didn't save him, but they get the revenge, eliminate Luchasaurus. So he's out. And then Evil Uno hits a flatliner to Nick Jackson, and then MJF proceeds to eliminate Evil Uno. So Evil Uno and Stu Grayson are gone completely. Then Private Party tries to hit the silly string, but Darius Miller eliminates Martine. Isaiah Cassidy tries to get revenge, saying Darius into the corner, trying to get up to the top rope while John Silver suplexes both Santana and Ortiz. Guy is a fucking beast. That's why he was former CCW World Champion. It's what it is. Goes for a close-up on Santana and Ortiz. Get their revenge, and they toss him out of the ring. So the Beaver Boys are completely eliminated. Nick goes to the top rope, hits a crossbody on Ortiz and Jericho. So he goes to work on LAX, hits the running CM Punk-like knee in the corner, then he hits a Bulldog clothesline combination. Sends Santana out of the ring, and sends Ortiz to the apron, hits a right hand, then a super kick to Ortiz, eliminates him as well. So LAX is gone. Then he runs towards Isaiah Cassidy, gets kicked in the side of the head. But then we see the Good Brothers, Gallows and Anderson, appear. I guess they were trying to save them or just be there. I don't know. But I saw what they were going to do. But we get further along, and Cassidy tries to eliminate Nick. Nick is like, "What are you doing here? We don't need your help." So he almost gets eliminated. And then Isaiah Cassidy hits Nick Jackson. Gallows and Anderson then hold the rope. Cassidy gets eliminated. And then Nick's still yelling at Gallows and Anderson's like we don't need your help. We don't need your help. But it was promoting and furthering the storyline between Private Party and the Good Brothers for next weekend's No Surrender pay-per-view for TNA. So that was why Gallows and Anderson were out there. And then, while Nick Jackson's yelling at Gallows and Anderson, MJF comes from behind and eliminates Nick Jackson. And then MJF and Jericho are like, we did. And then the Bucks pose. So we're down to Jericho, MJF, Jungle Boy, Darius Miller, and Max Caster of the Acclaimed. So the Bucks are out. So we're gonna get a number one contender to the Bucks titles, at Revolution. So the Inner Circle pair off. Sammy starts choking Jungle Boy with his boot. Jungle Boy comes back, runs up to MJF, tries to send him over. MJF sends Jungle Boy to the outside, but he can't eliminate him. And then MJF and Jericho come over to help eliminate Jungle Boy with boots to the body. And Jungle Boy is all wrapped around the ropes. And then MJF tosses Jungle Boy is out. So Jurassic Express is completely eliminated. And then MJF and Sammy go face to face in the middle of the ring. Still that little tension between MJF and Sammy was still going on. But Max Caster comes up, starts beating them up. Then Max holds MJF up for Sammy to hit him. Sammy goes for a super kick, but MJF ducked, and Max Caster gets a super kick right to the face. And Sammy's like, "Oh shit!" And then MJF gets eliminated by Max Caster. It was like, "Ooh, we might get some this could get interesting," because when I first saw this match, I was like, "Yep, this is going to be Jericho and MJF winning this match, right?" But then when I saw the Bucks enter this match, I was like, "Oh, maybe the Bucks are going to pick their opponent." But this was so MJF gets eliminated, and then Darius Miller eliminates Max Caster, so the Acclaimed are gone. So then it's down to Jericho and Sammy Guevara, the Sexy Gods, left with Darius Miller. Darius held his own. Hits a DDT to Jericho, a double tornado DDT to Jericho and Sammy. Tries to slow Sammy Guevara out of the ring. Sammy skins the cat, locks the head. Jericho then eliminates Darius Miller. So top flight's gone. So it's down to Jericho and Sammy Guevara. Sammy lands on his feet. He was trying to eliminate both of them. But Darius somehow stayed on the apron. I thought he got it, but he didn't. Then he goes up top, hits a top rope. Jericho with a back body drop. But Darius lands on his feet. He springboards, and then springboards in and gets hit with the Judas elbow. And then so he gets hit with the Judas Effect elbow, and then Jericho's like, get out of here, you Hammernager. Throws Darius Miller out, and he wins the match for his team. So the winners were Jericho and MJF. So they were the number one contenders to the Bucks title, and I think we all saw this coming. So at Revolution, it will be MJF and Chris Jericho teaming up to take on the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson, for the AEW Tag Team titles. So that's pretty good. Over the next couple, we'll get some hype going into that match. I don't think at first I was thinking, maybe Jericho and MJF will win the tag team titles, but I don't think they're going to win. I think the Bucks will retain at Revolution. I think they're going to lose it at Double or Nothing in April, because they're going to. I think right after this pay-per-view, they're gonna start the road to Double or Nothing, 2 or 3, which is gonna be I think after WrestleMania. I actually don't even know the date for Double or Nothing actually. So I don't know if it's gonna be April or it's gonna be in May. So we'll have to see what happens with that, and that's all I gotta say about that. So Jericho and MJF get the win. They will face the Bucks at Revolution in a couple of weeks, and we will see what happens with that. And like I said, I don't think Jericho and MJF will win because they're continuing the whole MJF storyline where he's going to have tension with Sammy Guevara, but in the end, him and Sammy are gonna team up to kick out Jericho, and the Inner Circle will be led by MJF going into the summer, because I think it's going to happen. If it doesn't happen at Revolution, it's probably going to happen at Double or Nothing. But we'll see what happens, and that's all I got to say about it. So Tag Team Gauntlet. So the Tag Team Battle Royal was pretty good. Nothing great. Obvious winner there. So I gave it 3 out of 5 stars, and that's all I got to say about that, and we will move on. All right, let's consult the chat before we move on. Let me see if I can get this. All right, here we go. Got my good buddy Thomas Herrera. What's up, Thomas? How you doing? Did you like the Royal Rumble performance by Bad Bunny? Really, Thomas? You had to ask me this question? I guess you haven't seen my Royal Rumble thoughts. Go watch it on a couple of videos back. My thoughts on that. But I'll say it again anyway. It was fucking horrible. Why was he there? Just to promote his fucking song called Booker T, sucker. He's a fucking Spanish mumble rapper. He can't speak English. He's garbage. And now he was on fucking Monday Night Raw now. I mean, really? I mean, he shows up on Monday Night Raw in his whatever fucking car he was in. And now he's in a thing with, he did his performance and then Miz ruined it. Thank you to Miz. ruined his fucking performance, which I didn't care two shits for. Then he comes out at the during the men's Royal Rumble match to try to get revenge on Miz and Morrison, and then Damian Priest eliminates them. Then he goes to the top rope and freaking does a dive on the both of them, and everybody's thinking, "Oh, this was better than Snoop Dogg! Oh, great!" All the memes on Twitter and Facebook, showing Bad Bunny's dive. They're saying, "Oh, this was better than Snoop Dogg. This is WWE is better than AEW, stealing from AEW." Then we saw on Monday Night Raw, which I'll do a review maybe tomorrow. I'll see what maybe I'll give my thoughts, but whatever. I mean, he comes out on Monday Night Raw. And then he comes out with Damian Priest, who made his Raw debut and main roster debut against The Miz, and he beat The Miz. So, hey, guys, look, an NXT star didn't get buried yet. Now, still time for him to get ruined. But everybody wants, everybody saying that he's going to be the next big star. I hope, for Punishment Martinez's sake, but I hope they give him the U.S. title. I think that'll be the first title he should get. It's like the only title because he's on Raw. So I hope they use him correctly and they don't fucking misuse him like they do every other NXT star. The same thing with Bianca Belair on SmackDown. She won the Royal Rumble. I kind of called that, but even though I picked Rhea Ripley, but Bianca, Bianca won. Even though if you saw the Royal Rumble, and I hope you did, because if you didn't, well, you suck. If you noticed during the Royal Rumble when Naomi and Bianca were fighting on the apron, and Naomi used Bianca's hair to get back in the ring, Bianca's feet hit the floor. And WWE showed it, but they didn't say anything about it. So really, Rhea Ripley got robbed of winning the Royal Rumble. But did WWE mention it? Nope. Obviously don't care. If I was Rhea Ripley, I would, file a fucking lawsuit. Not lawsuit, I mean, file a protest. But, looks like Rhea Ripley is going to be on SmackDown, which I don't mind because SmackDown needs a lot of freaking women. Not that many women on SmackDown. So we'll see what happens with that. But, Bianca goes to WrestleMania. And she will face off most likely against the boss. Oh, by the way, in this moment, the boss, Sasha Banks, in a dream match, which I think is going to be a great match. I think Bianca will win the title at WrestleMania, get her WrestleMania moment, and hopefully go on a nice long run with the belt. She deserves it. So maybe, just maybe, these two new NXT stars might actually get a push. They might not misuse them when they debut, even though Bianca debuted on Monday Night Raw months ago. But they kind of screwed her up a little bit. But then, thankfully the draft happened and he moved off to SmackDown. And they're actually doing something with her now. So we'll see what happens. So I think Bianca's going to be a big star on SmackDown. I think she's going to hold the title for a little bit. I don't think long, but I would say a couple months when she beats Sasha. Sasha will probably go back to obscurity. I think girls like Carmella and Rhea Ripley when she does debut on SmackDown, which could be this Friday night. Bianca and Rhea Ripley could have a pretty good match. Maybe down the road. Maybe I would say maybe at SummerSlam, maybe by Hell in a Cell, maybe by around the fall, maybe. But we'll see. I just hope they don't misuse Rhea Ripley. That's the only thing I care about. Because as we all know, like I said, everybody who comes up from NXT careers go bye-bye, you go bye-bye. You know, like Majin Buu. Majin Buu say bye-bye. He turned you into chocolate. But I digress. So yeah, but the whole Bad Bunny thing with Damian Priest, you know, and the Miz and Morrison, it's gonna lead to a match at WrestleMania. They want big stars at WrestleMania. You know, they want Cena back. You know, Hogan's gonna be there. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Most of the legends that were at the Royal Rumble are gonna be at Mania. So they want, you know, they want this freaking mumble rapper that can't speak a word of English. You know, I love Spanish music. I love reggaeton. But come on. This guy at WrestleMania in a match? No. Because it's going to happen. It's going to be Damian Priest and Bad Bunny take on the Miz and Morrison. And guess who wins that one? As long as he doesn't perform, I'll be happy. But I could give two flying you-know-whats about Bad Bunny. Garbage. All right, get this jerk out of here. So we get that. All right, so enough about that. All right. Bad Bunny owns a $2.5 million Bugatti. Lucky him. Lucky him, but I own a Mercedes-Benz C-Class. Even though it's less money than the Bugatti, but, you know. I ride in class, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm the fucking champ. By the way, big ups to the new, not the old XWF. Fuck the old XWF99.com. The new XWF. Join the revolution because it's fucking amazing. Got a big match this Friday night against an old nemesis of mine named Scully. Not that Scully from the X-Files. The man who I took the XWF Universal title from a couple years ago. I'm in a Legends match with him, and I'm going to kick his ass. Because the prophecy will rule the new XWF. Like it's doing now on YouTube. It is what it is. So fuck Bad Bunny and fuck his car. That's all I gotta say about that. Thomas Herrera says, yeah, I don't know why Edge won the Royal Rumble. Yeah, you know, the whole thing with Edge, you know, him when he appeared on Monday Night Raw. I'll get to that in a little bit. You know, when we were talking about, you know, when Edge got his injury, his tricep, we were all thinking when's he gonna come back? He's gonna probably have another final match with Randy Orton to complete this trilogy or quadrilogy, whatever you want to call it. And you know, everyone was thinking, oh, he might come back at WrestleMania. Then, you know, when the Royal Rumble was coming around, it was like, oh, he might be a surprise entry at the Royal Rumble. So he makes his appearance, I think, the week before, and he announces he's going to be in the Royal Rumble. So I was like, yep, they're probably going to make Edge win, you know, because they want him to have a last final run before he actually officially retires. Because he's 50-something years. I think he's 50 years old now. 40. He's in his late 40s or early, just about near 50. So they want these old timers to have the title. Great. But Edge won, and everybody on on social media is going completely nuts. Why did he win why did he win? Why did he do this? I'll tell you why he won. Because they want him to get the title again. That's the only reason, because like you know, the Raw doesn't have any stars. So, you think Drew's gonna, Drew's not really getting any ratings for Raw, even though they did the viewership went up a little bit this week. I thought it was gonna go way up because, from his history tells us that, after the Royal Rumble, the ratings start to go up because it's near WrestleMania season, on the road to WrestleMania. But I was kind of surprised they did 1.82, I think, 1.86, something like that. Kind of surprised they didn't hit 2 million. But that's the way Raw is, because Raw sucks. No, but Edge, but with Edge winning, I'm not bashing the company. I know I bash him enough, but I'm okay with Edge winning. I know I wanted Big E to win. I wanted Keith Lee to win, but since Mia Yim got COVID, Keith Lee was not in the Rumble, which sucked. Everybody thought Daniel Bryan was gonna win it. No. Shinsuke Nakamura, possibly winning it again. No. Cesaro, he was getting, they was pushing him a lot. No, not Cesaro. AJ, no, even though he had the big black diesel almost there. Nope. So they went with Edge, and I'm okay with it. But everybody's pissy on social media, these fucking marks. Everybody's thinking, oh no, Edge is gonna face Roman. Everybody's putting up freaking things. Edge versus Roman, is a better match than Edge versus Drew. No, it's not. Edge versus Roman doesn't make sense. It doesn't. You're actually gonna have Edge face Roman at WrestleMania for the Universal title. Have him beat your biggest star, the biggest heel in the company right now. You actually think that the WWE, Vince, is gonna let Edge beat his biggest fucking heel? No. The logical choice is Edge versus Drew McIntyre. Because it makes perfect sense. It makes more sense than Edge and Roman Reigns, and it's a better match on paper. And like I said, nobody wants to see Edge beat Roman. If Edge beats Roman, then what's the point of having Roman be heel for the last couple months? The whole tribal chief thing, that's gonna blow up in Vince's face. Why? Why would you have that match? As we saw tonight, Edge and Finn Balor got into it. Edge saying that, I've held world titles, world heavyweight titles. I held this title, I held that title, but I never held that title, pointing to the NXT title. And everybody's like, oh, Edge and Finn Balor, ooh, this could be interesting. And it would be interesting. Edge and Finn Balor at WrestleMania for the NXT title would be a great match, I think, in my eyes. I think it'd be great. I would really think Edge and Finn Balor would be a great match. But now that Edge is going to be a full-timer up until WrestleMania, he's going to be on Raw, might be on NXT in the next coming weeks. Maybe fight some NXT talent like Adam Cole, baby. But we'll see. He had a little promo with Killer Cross. Him and Killer Cross could maybe put on a decent match. Killer Cross will kick his ass. Just saying. But yeah, pick your point. Edge is gonna pick probably maybe a week or two before Mania, and he's probably gonna pick Drew McIntyre. That makes perfect sense. But I would love to see Edge and Finn Balor. Myself would love to see Edge and Finn Balor. I would love to see that match. That's a dream match. But Edge winning the NXT title, I don't think would make sense because having a semi part timer there. You know, Edge wouldn't. Edge doesn't fit in NXT in my eyes. I mean, you know, like I said, he'll have some pretty good matches with guys like Adam Cole and Tommaso Ciampa and Killer Cross and Pete Dunne and company like that. But he doesn't fit in NXT. So I would think if that match did happen, Finn Balor would beat Edge. And then Finn Balor would go on to lose the title to Killer Cross. So that's what's likely going to happen anyway. Because Finn Balor is going to take on Pete Dunne at NXT TakeOver on next Sunday as his title, Vengeance Day or something like that. Nice name, Vengeance Day. Why don't you just call it Valentine's Day Massacre? Which it should be called. But like I said, Edge versus Drew, I think is a logical choice. I think it'll be a good match. Edge will beat Drew, hold the title for a little bit, not long. And I think it's a better match. But Edge and like I said, Edge and Finn Balor will be a great match. But we'll see what happens over the next coming weeks with what Edge picks. But hopefully he picks Drew. But we'll see what happens with that. That's it. All right. We move on from there. Can't believe 1 year later, Orton and Edge still have problems. Then they say, why are the WWE ratings going down?
You got my text?
What check?
We're up.
What are you talking about?
We're up, Pete. You gotta finish that video.
Why?
Because Mom's gonna start walking and she needs to eat.
She's up?
Wrap it up.
I can't wrap it up. I didn't even finish.
Okay, then we got Pete. I gotta go to the living room. We gotta eat. We have to wrap it up.
All right. So I'll finish this up in just a second. So all right. Blah 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 blah. So, yeah, ratings suck. That's all I gotta say about it. Hulk Hogan, brother. Nick Infante, what's up? Nick says hi. Blah blah blah. I'm gonna finish the chat and then I'm gonna skim through the results of AEW and get this video up because you know I have to listen to the voice of reason. You know what I'm talking about. Thomas Herrera, who is Smart Buster? Just wondering. Oh yeah, there was a comment saying the Smart Buster called me that word back that was like months ago. Just look up the Smart Busters on YouTube and you'll find who they are. That's all I can say about that. Nick Infante says the Royal Rumble was terrible. I think it was okay-ish. It wasn't bad, but hold on, my mouse is going completely nuts, and that's all I can say about that. All right, so I gave the Royal Rumble a 6, but that's all I can say about it. The Owens Reigns match was great. Don't get me wrong. It was great storytelling, shitty finish. That's all I can say about that. All right. So we get that. So let's finish this off this AEW really quickly. I'm just going to paraphrase results, and that's all I got to say about that. All right, we got a video package of Jim Cargill working out. Blah, blah, blah. So we get that. Then we had Darby Allin and Sting coming out. Being at Revolution against Team Taz. And Team Task is on the Tron. Ricky Starks starts talking shit to Sting. Taz says they were barred from the building because of what they did. Like warning Sting not to get involved because he'll get hurt playing in the jungle. Then we hear that Darby Allin's going to defend the TNT title against Joey Janela. Sting is on the mic, says he's going to be at ringside to make sure that Darby basically wins the match, and make sure it's not a clusterfuck. And then he tells Ricky that Sting tells Ricky, Sting says maybe Ricky needs to take a close look. I don't know what that meant, but it is what it is. And that's all I got to say about that. All right, then we get the Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa. Slow and pretty good. Rebel got involved, but in the end, Britt Baker. They used the exposed middle turnbuckle. Britt Baker drop toe holds Thunder Rosa right into the exposed buckle, knocks her out. Then she locks in the lockjaw, and Paul Turner had to call it off. So Britt Baker gets the win. I was hoping Thunder Rosa would win, but Britt Baker gets the win. Match I gave 2.5 out of 5 stars, and that's it. So Britt Baker gets the win and shows why she is the leader of the women's division, and that's that. Then we got a segment with Matt Hardy and Adam Page. Page is like, I don't want to join you and stuff like that. Blah blah blah. Basically hyping their match with Chaos Inc. Chaos Inc. or Chaos what was it called? Chaos Incorporated, whatever it's called. Luther and Serpentico, whoop de damn do. So I gave that 2.5 out of 5 against Chaos Project. Hangman and Matt Hardy to win after Page hits the buckshot lariat on Serpentico, and then Matt Hardy, because he's big money, Matt tags himself in, just steals Adam Page's glory. 1, 2, 3. They get the win. Match is alright. I gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that's all I gotta say about that. And blah blah blah. That's not who it is. That's not Charlie Ranking. That's not the real Charlie. Wolf. It is what it is. That's that. And then we get a segment with MJF and Jericho. They go into the locker room with the rest of the Inner Circle. Jericho's like, we did it. And Sammy's like, we? And Sammy's like, are we all in this together? Jericho then runs after him. And then MJ wants to have a conversation, and Waldo pushes the cameraman out of the room. So continuing the MJF storyline with him, with them getting rid of Jericho later, probably by Double or Nothing, or maybe before then. That's all I gotta say about that. That's that. All right, then we wedding of Kip Sabian and Penelope Ford. We had a special officiator, James Mitchell, otherwise known as Max Masterson. So, yeah, Max Masterson makes an appearance in AEW. Go figure. But this wedding was fucking cringe as fuck. Holy crap. Penelope Ford looked great in that dress. I feel bad for her, They do the vows, and Penelope was about to talk about Kip Sabian's penis. Get that. And they exchange vows, and then they exchange rings, and blah blah blah. So James Mitchell announces them as ball and chain. Then Miro wants to give a toast, says, I've done this before, blah blah blah. And then he's like, what the hell is this? And then we see a big present, and Miro goes completely berserk, just smashes the present to death, and then tells Chucky T, Charles Taylor, the butler, to go pick this crap up. And while he's trying to, he's talking to the Kip, saying, I'm the best man, I'm your friend, blah, blah, blah. Miro gets handcuffed to the bottom. His leg gets handcuffed to the bottom rope. There was a funny moment where Miro was like, what is love? And then everybody's like, what is love? Baby, don't hurt me, by Hadaway. That was funny with the crowd. That was hilarious. Then Chucky T says the present was from me, and then in the end, Chucky T gets beat up by Miro, Penelope Ford, and Kip Sabian, and then Penelope Ford gets sent into the cake, which looked very horrible. Then they're fighting again, and then Orange Cassidy comes out of the cake, and then they beat the crap out of them, and that's that. So I gave the wedding 2.5 out of 5 stars. As always, every wedding that happens in wrestling freaking ends in disaster. That's all I guess. All right, then we get Shaq talking with the NBA on TT crew, saying he's going to team with Jade to take on Cody and Red Velvet. And I thought that was going to happen at Revolution. It's going to happen live on on Dynamite March the 3rd, the go home show before Revolution. So I guess TNT wants to get their ratings because the on TNT sucks. So just a ratings ding for TNT. That's what they want. So we'll see what happens with that over the next coming weeks. That's that. All right, then we get to a lumberjack match with Eddie Kingston and Lance Archer. Blah blah blah. Lance Archer comes out with Jake Roberts, and that's match wasn't anything to write about. The fucking lumberjacks start going at it. There was a point where Allie the Bunny gets in the ring. She was about to get hit with a blackout, but Eddie hits a spinning back fist. And then Bear Bronson of Bear Country, who have fought in Five Wrestling and CW, I think former CCW Tag Team Champions at one point. Bear Bronson hits the blade through the table, and the Butcher takes him out. So Bear Bronson's partner, he gets beat up, sends Butcher to the outside. Then Archer with the right hand, and Archer hits a Uranagi for a near fall. Eddie tries for a spinning back fist. Archer blocked it. Eddie punches again to the top rope. Archer grabs him, hits the black 1, 2, 3. He gets the win. And that's pretty much it. Wasn't a great lumberjack match, so I gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. Blah, 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 blah. Segment with FTR. They're upset. Jungle Boy ran to Tony Khan and ratted him out. That's why they got suspended. Tony Blanket says everyone's afraid of them. And then Tully's banned. Everybody's handcuffed. Where does it end? They weren't invited to the tag team title battle royal. All they want is a title match. What does it take to get one? And Dax says they aren't bad men, but what would bad men do? Then we see Marco Stunt handcuffed and taped in a chair, which he probably liked because he's fucking gay. But it is what it is. So I gave that segment 2.25 out of 5 stars. It looks like we're going to get a FTR Jurassic Express feud that I don't care about. And that's all I got to say about that. And all you trolls can go to hell. That's all I got to say about that. All right, then we get to the main event, 6-man tag team match. Ray Phoenix, Pac, and Moxley taking on the Good Brothers, Gallows and Anderson, and Kenny Omega. Don Callis was on commentary. Not a bad match. I mean, Ray Phoenix is a fucking beast. Guy defies gravity. He just went berserk in this match. Pac did his usual stuff. But Moxley and Omega were fighting. Omega hits the paradigm shift to Moxley for a near fall as Pac hit a 450 splash to break it up. Anderson comes in. Moxley hits a stunner, attacks Ray Phoenix. Ray goes to the top rope, hits a moonsault for a near fall. And then he whips him in the corner. Ray elbows out, hits the second rope, that's on top. And then Carl Anderson with a spine buster to Ray Phoenix. Attacks and Gallows, they hit the Magic Killer. Omega hits the V trigger to Pac. 1, 2, 3. The Good Brothers and Kenny Omega get the win. Match was all right, nothing great. So I gave it 3.25 out of 5 stars. But the aftermath was fucking epic. After the match, the Good Brothers and Kenny attack Ray Phoenix. Moxley tries to stop him, but the numbers game got a little bit too much. And then Lance Archer comes out, tries to save the day, but he sends Anderson out of the ring. Then Gallows, Archer falls, grabs Gallows, pulls him off to the table where the titles are. Now throws him into the table. Moxley's in the ring. Kenny's in the ring. They're about to go at it again. They're about to go at it, but then somebody comes from behind and in a hat and a mask. Well, not a mask like a luchador, but a face mask. Attacks Moxley from behind. He takes off the mask, and it's none other than New Japan Pro Wrestling superstar and member of the Bullet Club, Kenta Hideo Itami. I marked the fuck out. Shut up. I'm gonna wrap you up, put you in a body bag. Anyway, so Kenta appears in AEW. I marked the fuck out. So New Japan Pro Wrestling has gone all elite. he has to go to sleep on Moxley, lays him out. Kenny's smiling at Kenta. I was like, oh yeah. Oh yeah. I loved it. Loved the ending. Loved it. I marked the hell out. And that's all I gotta say about that. And that's it. And that's it. So Kenta makes his appearance, furthering the hyping the New Japan Strong show coming up, I think, soon. Moxley and Kenta is going to happen. I think it's this weekend for the IWGP United States title. That's going to be big. I think Kenta's going to beat Moxley and go back to New Japan with the United States title. And I think the Jay White era Bullet Club is going to hold all the belts. They're going to kick some ass. That's all I got to say about that. So great ending. I gave the Aftermath 4.5 out of 5 stars, but overall I gave AEW 8 out of 10 stars, and that's pretty much all I got to say about that. Final comment: Thomas Herrera gives the Rumble 6 out of 10 stars. That's what I gave it to. That's all I got to say about that. All right, everybody, thank you for watching. I'm going to wrap this up because you know who's coming into the room. That's all I got to say about that. So thank you all for watching. 8 out of 10 stars for AEW Dynamite Beach Break 2021. And now we're on the road to Revolution on March the 7th. So we'll see what happens next week on Dynamite. And it should be some good stuff. I can't wait. Looks like New Japan, Impact, and AEW might be forming a big union. But I think, Kenta being there was just to hype the New Japan show. That's all I got to say about it. I don't think New Japan and AEW and Impact are going to, merge or anything like that. But great to see Kenta. I marked the fuck out. That's all I got to say about that. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your late Wednesday night and an even better Thursday. And I'll see you guys next time. And you know where to go, haters. Bye. Peace.